I was reminded of the JP-led popular upsurge in August 2011 when I saw a crowd of tens of thousands brave the searing Delhi heat to gather in the Ram Leela Maidan, a large ground customarily used for holding religious events and political rallies. Young and old, but mostly young, they came from all over the city and beyond in response to a call by the anti-corruption movement led by another Gandhian activist, 74-year-old Anna Hazare. The atmosphere in the Maidan was festive, the air charged with raw energy and expectations of change. The trigger for the anti-corruption movement was the scandal that broke in 2010, alleging that ministers and officials of the ruling Congress Party government had granted favors to telecom business interests, costing the exchequer billions of dollars. Widely reported in newspapers, on television, and on social media, the alleged scam rocked the country. It struck a chord with the experiences of ordinary Indians whose interactions with official dome forced them to pay bribes for such routine matters as obtaining a driving license, receiving entitled welfare subsidies, or even just getting birth and death certificates. Venality at the top appeared to encapsulate the rot in the system that forced the common people to practice dishonesty and deceit in their daily lives. Into this prevailing atmosphere of disgust with the political system stepped Anna Hazare. Previously known for his activism in local struggles, he shot into the national limelight as an anti-corruption apostle when he went on a hunger strike in April 2011 to demand the appointment of a constitutionally protected ombudsman who would prosecute corrupt politicians. His fast sparked nationwide protests, giving birth to the anti-corruption movement. An unnerved Congress government capitulated, but the weak legislation it proposed did not satisfy Hazare, who announced another fast in protest. The hundreds of thousands who gathered in August 2011 had come to show their support for his call to cleanse democracy. When the diminutive Hazare appeared on the raised platform, a roar of approval rent the air. Meanwhile, as the newspapers and television channels reported, the ruling Congress leaders fretted nervously in their offices and bungalows, uncertain how to respond to something without a clear political script. In a reprise of 1975, it was again a Gandhian who was shaking the government to its core with his powerful anti-corruption movement, arguing that the formal protocols of liberal democracy had to bend to the people's will. And like his Gandhian predecessor Gyan Prakash, Hazare enjoyed great moral prestige as a social worker without political ambitions. Similar to the 2010 Arab Spring and the Occupy movements, there was something organic about the 2011 popular upsurge in India. The enthusiastic participants demanding to be heard were mostly young and without affiliation to organized political parties. The Tahrir Square uprising ended the Mubarak regime. The Occupy movement introduced the language of the 99 versus 1% in political discourse. And the Congress government in India never recovered from the stigma of corruption foisted on it by the Anna Hazare movement, leading to its defeat in the 2014 parliamentary elections. Since then, the populist politics of ressentiment has convulsed the world. In India, the Narendra Modi-led Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, devised a clever electoral campaign that used the development slogan while stoking Hindu majoritarian resentments against minorities to ride to power in 2014. We have witnessed anti-immigrant and Islamophobic sentiments whipped up in the successful Brexit campaign and Donald Trump's victory in the 2016 US presidential election. Across Europe, a roiling backlash against refugees has reshaped the political landscape. The role of conventional political parties as gatekeepers of liberal democracy in Germany, France, Italy, and several other countries is in crisis under the pressure of majoritarian sentiments. Strong men like Viktor Orban in Hungary, Recep Erdogan in Turkey, and Rodrigo Duterte in the Philippines have mobilized populist anger as a strategy of rule. They incite pent-up anger and a sense of humiliation.